Hello, loves. I hope that this video finds you well. Today is February 25th, right? 3 days after the 222 portal. We are at war. I mean, not we as a country in the US, but we as humanity are at war. If you guys joined me on my video on 222, I spoke about this portal and what it truly represented, right? I spoke about the fact that it represented duality, right? Darkness and light, death and destruction, but also rebirth, right? Especially with the presence of, Pluto's energy, the impact of Pluto's energy. Pluto is the planet of death, destruction, right? It's also the planet of rebirth. Right now, what we're seeing unfolding before our eyes is literally what Pluto promised to bring. It's death and destruction all around us. Some of us have kind of known that this was coming. If you believe, you believe. I will say that if you don't follow a spiritual path really, or understand quantum studies or energy, and you kind of don't believe that stuff, then you might want to tune off now. But if you know, you know. And I would love for you to, grab a cup of tea if you want. Sit with me for a minute, and I am just really compelled to share. Because what I've seen unfolding and what has been unfolding within me and within most of the people within my circle that I speak to is huge. I'll just kind of start with my journey a little bit, right? So my name, right? Dina. Dina means divine. It means my middle name, Mary, right? Of the valley, the sea of sorrow. Last name, Daigle. Of the eagle. All of these things are important, right? You look further into that, into my birth chart, tons of signs there as well, right? I'm saying this because you can do the exact same thing and find everything you need to know about you, yourself, your evolution, how certain things, certain pivotal moments are already preordained and written in the stars. And if you discover these puzzle pieces, you can put together and really kind of see where you can make an impact, right? Because the bottom line is for you to remember who you are. That's the whole purpose of your existence. To truly remember who you are and just share your gifts with the world, share your light with the world, make the world beautiful, right? A lot of Christian beliefs tell us that, we hold shame and guilt due to the Garden of Eden. The woman is the downfall of humanity because she bit the apple, and then we hid in shame behind the bushes from God. I don't believe that. I don't buy that for 1 second. My beliefs differ greatly from that. I don't believe we were ever kicked out of the Garden of Eden. I believe that we were given stewardship over her, and we are supposed to protect her and love her the way that she provides, protects, and loves us. And that's a big part of what I'm sharing with you guys today, right? Right now we are seeing Mother Earth being destroyed. Weapons, mass destruction, bombs, air raids, like the impact. If you understand energy at all, you understand that everything is vibration, everything is moving around you, everything has a frequency. And when you understand what these destructive frequencies and forces do to Mother Earth and then to us as humanity, then you understand why this is so important, this moment in time. Even though time is illusion, but that's a whole nother story. Past, present, future exist simultaneously. My whole thing is what I'm seeing right now. If you look at Ukraine and you look in the center of Kiev where it's being bombed, that's called the Mother Monument, okay? And that's important because we have seen the rise of the divine feminine taking her place for a while now. And with that came the raising of the vibration of the whole collective as a planet. We are rising in vibration. The powers that be don't want that. They want us suppressed. They want us in a low vibration. They want us in a fear state so that we can be manipulated and controlled, so that we can be just unconscious consumers going about our daily lives, doing whatever it is that they say we have to do. That's not what we were born for. And that's what Pluto and all of what is unfolding before our eyes right now is bringing. This is a dying away of what no longer works so that we can implement what does. And that is unconditional love. That's unity. That's community. That's coming together and saying, fuck this. We will no longer be suppressed and just lie down and be, the crabs in the bucket for them to climb over to get to the top. That's not what we were here for. And it's time to remember who you are. And with that said, that's kind of part of my purpose. Many people don't understand what it is truly that I do. I'm an energy healer. This is my purpose. My purpose is to help people awaken to their true nature. Even though all of us can do it ourselves, sometimes along that journey, it helps to have support, right? So that's kind of my purpose. That's what I do. But I'm a seer, and my visions are pretty prophetic. I don't normally open up and share any of my dreams or visions with people, because with that comes judgment, right? Because people judge what they don't understand, and that's okay. I'm willing to be in the fire for that. I'm the nail that sticks up is the first one to get hit, and that's cool with me. I was bred for this. I'm just gonna say it like this: armed with her pen, she's ready for war. This is part of my purpose. I write, I speak, and I'm gonna speak truth with you today. It's been a rough few years for me. There's a huge shift taking place in our world, in our collective, within all of us, right? And that's what we're witnessing in the collective, because what's most important for us to remember are the Hermetic principles that say the universe is mind, right? The universe is all. It's mental. It's as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. And what that means is we are projecting our reality. Our thoughts impact and project our reality. Our fears, our joys, our desires, they all impact reality. We are literally God consciousness, Christ consciousness, experiencing itself in every form possible. We live in duality. It's necessary to have balanced forces of light and dark, right? But sometimes there's an imbalance, and we have to correct that balance as a people. Right now, we are so imbalanced, and we are so low in vibration, dropping into that place of fear, of pain, of rage, of sadness, all of it, And I've been asked by my guides to help raise the vibration of the earth. So I am planning an event March 20th. I will hold this event at Poverty Point, Louisiana. This is a point on the energy grid. I was given some vital information about this. This is activating, and I know this is going to sound funny, but whatever. If you don't believe it, like I said, tune out. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is an activation of sort of like Atlantean, Lemurian light codes, kind of restoring our true nature, the essence of who we truly are, right? The light that we truly are, the higher vibration that we have, right? Where we trust our intuition. Everything is not based on power, control, and logic. It's based on not just me, not just I, but we, unity. You begin to think from a higher perspective, not just about yourself, but what is best for everyone, right? So last year, kind of right around the time of my birthday, actually in February, I had a really intense dream, right? So in this dream, it was the end. It looked like end times in my dream. That's the best I could say. I mean, we were talking about dream world, okay? But it's important to remember your dreams are a projection of your unconscious mind, and also a doorway for prophecy, right? For spirit to communicate with you, because this is the state that you're most susceptible to spirit, because your ego, your human ego, is not getting in the way. The logical mind is not getting in the way and saying, that's not real. I didn't really hear that. Oh, that doesn't make sense. What I'm seeing, oh, that's just a coincidence. but it's not. Okay. So in this dream, I was seeing the end. I was seeing what I perceived as the end at the time. Okay. Fireballs flying from the sky, metal objects flying from the sky, big, huge, round gears and things, like just shredded metal everywhere, people running, falling from the sky. And I was running with them and I was trying to help bring them to safety. And I had some kind of like device kind of thing, like strapped, like from my chest down to my belly, which this is your heart to your solar plexus, right? I had this device strapped to me and it was literally almost like just a box with squares in it, right? But I had these crystals in my pocket, and I mean, like, y'all, I'm not even kidding, like just different, look, amethyst, like yellow calcite, like different stones, right? And I literally had to like load them into this device, right? And when I did so, I was running to the edge of this cliff, like trying to get these people to safety, right? And I pressed it against me. When I did, this like prism of rainbow colored light, I'm not even joking, y'all. It was like on some Care Bear stare shit, okay? I'm just, it really looked like that. I'm in this dream state, so forgive me, but spirit works in mysterious ways, you know, it resonates with whatever form you're gonna pick up. So this rainbow prism projects out of me, right? And it opens a portal. And I start bringing people to the other side and I wake up. Now, what's crazy about this is I share it with my partner. And then we had company over later. I shared it with my company. And it just so happens that my friend had a very similar vision the night before and was literally like freaking out, hitting my aunt because she had just got finished telling her about this dream. So we're comparing and it's legit like almost the same thing. So that was kind of like a validation for me, you know, confirmation. Didn't know what to make of it, but it was what it was, right? So things come when they're supposed to. I watch a lot of documentaries and things on like Gaia network. Research, I read a lot, right? So I find I find Solomon's seal, and it looks like exactly what I saw in my dream. And I start researching a bit and found out that high priests and high priestesses used to use this device for that very purpose. Yeah, so there's number one, right? Now, I'm just going to run you guys through this, so please bear with me. It's really, it's a lot, but it's very important, and it's why I'm doing this. So this is why I want to share it with you guys. So I really want you to see my heart, you know, why this is so important to me. Why is this so important to humanity? Second vision, around August of last year, okay? I live in Louisiana, so we were impacted by Hurricane Ida. I lived in the Zalmans, which is directly where the eye hit, okay? On August 25th or 27th, I did a channeling. I often do like automatic writing, right? It's one of my practices so that I strengthen my intuition. I strengthen my open channel to spirit, right? I'll just do automatic writing. So literally what that is, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically like chicken scratch. Like you're just writing the words that you hear, regardless of what they are, how they sound. You're not getting in your head about it. You're literally just free flow, you know, just, I mean, you half the time don't even look at the paper. So this day, like the whole week, which was really weird about it, is I was even chatting with my friend Crystal. I was telling her, I recorded it. I sent it to her all week long. I thought it odd because there were storm clouds literally all around my property. In my city, it's storming everywhere, but yet there's like sunshine right above me. And it did that every single day for a week. And then I channeled this, okay? And that's important because the eye of the storm passed right over my house. And the eye is the calmest point of the storm. So it's why I was seeing that sunshine over my house. But I didn't realize it until later because, again, these things don't make sense until they do, right? That's just how spirit works. Spirit kind of speaks in riddles and puzzles sometimes, and then you just get these clear, direct messages, right? But, we have free will. So the things that we do impact the things that we're told. So that's why it's bits and pieces, so that we have the important parts of the puzzle to piece together, right? So fast forward, right, in the channeling. I channel like 8 different languages I don't even speak. I speak English. I have no other uh, language skills. I don't, right? But the weird part is sometimes when people speak to me in another language, somehow I understand what they're saying, literally, because it's like the heart, right? A whole nother topic. But anyway, this message came to me. I shared it on Facebook, thought it was odd. It was just crazy how all of this stuff just came, right? And it was telling me about a storm. I put on the news, I find out we have a storm. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I don't read newspaper. Like, I just can't, right? Too much. I feel it too much. So I was hearing the buzz, right? Facebook feed is obviously going to light up with things like this. So I started looking into it and I'm like, yep, okay, shit, gotta go. But I felt it. I knew that it was going to be bad because of what I had channeled. When I actually like researched the languages and interpreted them, I knew what I was being told. I was told to get out of Dodge. I was told that there was a storm coming. I was told that it was going to destroy things, right? I literally lost every single thing in this storm: home, business, can't get back on the property. Like it was a lot. So at the same time, I as I'm preparing to leave, I'm packing stuff, right? Like I said, I just kind of knew. So I had this intuitive hit, like, okay, important things in my office, I need to get out of here. I need to like pick it up. I grabbed my important documents. Like, I just knew I was not going to see this in the same way again. And I did sort of like a spiritual bath, right? Because I do those from time to time. And I got into a meditative state. Water is a conduit, so it's easy for me to do that, right? I'm sure some of you meditate in a bath, do spiritual baths, things like that, right? So in this vision, this Pachacuti, right? This comes from an Incan lineage. Pachacuti literally means to turn over the earth. But he's basically, not God. I don't really want to say God, but to an extent, yes, he is. So he comes to me in this vision and literally tells me that I need to go to an energy point, a crescent shaped energy point that's near me. And I'm like, I don't know of energy points near me. Like, what the heck? I don't know of any ley lines or anything near us. I had no idea. And so I'm trying to figure out like where this is I'm going. I'm asking him questions like where am I going? So he's telling me that there's a mound in the center that I need to go to, and this is on the energy grid and it's crescent shaped. And I needed to hold a sacred ceremony there to help correct our relationship with Mother Earth, and that I would know when to go when I heard the trumpets sound and the angels sing. I had no idea what to make of that. Like, none. I shared it with a couple friends, just like trying to get some kind of insight, some kind of like something. Like, I needed to understand it, right? And I couldn't. I just couldn't get it. But it wasn't meant to. It wasn't meant to happen yet. That's where this 222 portal comes in, because everything shifted. Every puzzle piece that I have been given up to this point now fits perfectly together, and I see the big picture. And I realize now what I'm called to really do there, like why all of this just makes sense. So I was shown that I am to hold sacred space and do a despacho ceremony, and I am to host a great gathering of all people. I was shown a circle that held black, white, red, and yellow. And what that symbolizes is all the colors of all of our people, right? Coming together in unity in sacred circle. They mentioned a Hopi prophecy and mentioned about carrying a sacred smoke bundle. So it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of information I've received, a lot of information I'm throwing at you guys. And I'm sorry, like, if it comes out as word vomit, but it's so much. And it's so much to try to share in like a small little window, right? Where people will actually like tune in. What I will say is that in all of this channeled mess, and I mean, you can see like this is chicken scratch, y'all. I don't write like that. But the 3 pages of channeled messages that I received, right? Looking back on them, this was all preordained. There was something in here that says Ima, which is about universal wholeness. I was told that this is the uncoiling of the spiral of life. They showed me a plant frond that was kind of like uncoiling, but there was all this like lush green stuff around it. So it's new life, right? One of the words was mortificatio, which is Latin, and it's the feminine noun for death. It's the 5th stage in alchemy. So that's the stage of decomposition, which we are currently in. You see it all around you. Everything is falling apart, decomposing. What's no longer serving us is going away. It's falling away. The deepest death is the seed of new life. I was also told, I channeled something, it said Tuatha De Danann, right? This is the tribe of the people of the goddess Danu, which is really funny because it's also Dana, high priestess, who's equivalent to like Isis, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, who were all my main guides, who all appeared to be 222, who all literally held me up in light. And I don't know how to explain this any other way except for to say that my body went into convulsions and I literally felt like I was being supercharged, like just frequency all around me. Light frequency is the best way I could describe it. But all of this is here, literally. And we are conquering a tribe that dwelled in the underworld. They were the destructive powers of nature. And this is a place associated with ancient passage, tombs, and portals, right? That's why the 222 portal was so important to bring this information forth for me. And I'm sure, as for many, many of, other light workers and, people who follow a spiritual path or what have you, you will know what I'm talking about. This is not foreign to you. Another thing I want to really show you, is this part this part that says there's a great clearing. I saw a vision of standing in an open forest in the center, surrounded by animals, people. There's a tree of life and a sacred gathering, and it says salutations to the remover of obstacles. And it talks about how love brings joy of the great mother. Okay. Now think about what I said. Think about Ukraine, the center of Ukraine, the mother monument, right? What's being destroyed right now. This is all to gain power and control. Because we have made an impact, y'all. We have raised the vibration of the earth, like I said, and they don't want that. So they are destroying Mother Earth and our brothers and sisters. I don't care if it's in a whole nother country on the side of the world. I do not care. They are our brothers and sisters. We have got to stop this, well, it's not me, so I don't care mentality. That just doesn't work anymore. We are being impacted by this. I'm sure y'all feel the fear in the collective right now. It's heavy. You can feel the emotions. You can feel everything. Like it's a lot to process. It's a lot to take in, But what I am trying to do is help in any way that I can to correct our relationship with Mother Earth and really send back that love, that joy, that we are always provided with, that just unconditional love. We have a place to call our own because she allows us to. And we need to remember that. She has the power to destroy us at any point. All is up to God, like this is how it works. This ceremony that I want to hold is called a Despacho Ceremony, and it corrects the Aini, which is right relationship with Mother Earth. And I need all of you to join me. Soul family, light workers, God's goddesses, believers, truth seekers. I need your help. I need your help to do this. I can't do it on my own. I want us to join together at Poverty Point on March 20th. This is the vernal equinox. This is a huge point. It's also the crow moon, okay? There's some 333 symbolism in there as well, which is about ascension. It's about balancing mind, body, and spirit. So there are a lot of synchronicities that are leading me to this particular time. When spirit speaks, you listen. And when all the signs give you that validation, you go with it. So this is my calling. This is what I'm doing. I cannot fight it. I cannot say no. I have no choice. But I need help. And it's my responsibility to gather you, all of you, my family. So if you would consider joining me, I'm going to do my best to even try to host it virtually for those who are all over the world. I know so many people in so many other countries, so many places all over the United States, other states, cities. So I will try my best to facilitate a live portion of this as well. As much as I can, given, internet access. I'm not sure what they have out there, but, I do have a hotspot. So hopefully that will work. I'm going to try my best. But I'm going to also coordinate an event sign up that will have all of the details as far as date, time, location, and some pretty interesting pictures of what I have been shown, particularly about this location and how it also directly connects to the triangular point on the energy grid that connects Miami to the Bermuda Triangle, like the Keys and stuff to the Bermuda Triangle. So that's very interesting too. So just stay tuned, you guys, and feel free to ask me any questions you might have. Anything that may be difficult for you to understand, anything that you may question, feel free to reach out. I want to hear what you've been experiencing. I want to hear what 222 Portal has brought for you. I want to hear if you guys are having like any synchronicities or visions or dreams. Like dreams have been so intense lately. And especially like number synchronicities are like through the roof. So many ones, so many threes, like it's unbelievable. So how could we ever deny this? Like, how could we ever, you can't make this shit up, like, period. You just can't. So thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing my experiences, allowing me to share them, because I don't share this with anyone. This is a very vulnerable moment for me. Because these kind of things are always subject to, judgment from others, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, but I just needed to share this with you all. I was compelled, and I hope that the message touches your heart. I hope that you are able to join me, and even if you aren't able to join me on that day, join me in spirit, join me in your heart. Just send some love to Mother Earth that day, and just kind of help. And before I end this, I also want to ask you all to please keep praying. Keep praying for our brothers and sisters. Send some love, send protection and healing light. Light a white candle if you would like. I know they lit up, the Eiffel Tower like yellow and blue to symbolize Ukraine. So if that speaks to you, you can do something like that. But it's really just about praying for our people, about praying for humanity. There is no separation. That's an illusion. It doesn't matter if they're on the other side of the world. These are our brothers and sisters. One day we need to come together and realize that. So thank you for watching. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you. Take care.